Hallo zusammen, ich bin der Frank und ihr schaut EOtv.
Welcome to EOtv. I'm Andrea Collins.
And I'm Randall Mauricio. Welcome to your weekly Entrepreneurs Organization webcast.
And it's going to be a good one. EO New York recently had best-selling author David Bach come and speak with them about building wealth. So
yeah, he's great,
about
definitely.
That one. Mm-hmm.
And also we're going to take a look at why you would sell your cash cow. If it's doing well, why let it go?
Let's get to it. EO New York recently held a learning event featuring best-selling author and personal finance expert David Bach. In his presentation, Bach talked with EO members about how to build wealth.
There's 3 ways for an entrepreneur to build wealth, and I'm going to go through them again tonight. One is you can pay yourself first, meaning that as income comes in, you can keep part of it. So as an entrepreneur, we earn income, and then we have to figure out how we're going to keep that income. So I'm going to go through, and again, if you're watching right now, all the types of retirement accounts that entrepreneurs should use, but for the most part don't. 401k plans, self-employed retirement accounts, defined benefit plans. Most entrepreneurs don't pay themselves first. So your first way you make money is you earn income and you keep it. The second way you make money is you earn income and you buy real estate. And the most important investment an entrepreneur can ever make when they own a business is to buy the real estate that their business is in, or buy a piece of real estate for their business to go into. If you're going to be in business for 10 years, 10 years from today, you should be buying a piece of real estate to put your business in. So the first thing is you pay yourself first. The second thing is you use income to buy real estate. And then the third thing is you sell your business. Now, the truth is that most entrepreneurs don't really have an exit strategy. They will tell you that their business is worth X, but when you really try to nail them down on that, really, can you sell your business in the next 6 to 12 months?
EO members walked away from David's presentation with some important lessons.
Something that was it hit home for me. He said, guys, they get where they make a little bit of money and then they jump into the market and they buy, dump $50,000 into, stock you really know nothing about. Yet, had you thrown that in your own company, you could probably make returns significantly higher than what you would. That's so me. I've had mistake after mistake in the stock market. And every time I've invested in my own company, I've won, 10 times over.
In this week's Spotlight, EO Singapore chapter member Arvind Agarwala, founder and CEO of Fact Software International, grew his business by 40% by leveraging members in regions he was not currently selling into.
Last year, I met Arno Grobe from the Geneva chapter at the Berlin University, and we were going to the dine round. I asked for 30 minutes of his time to give me a lowdown on the software. The next day we spent 5 hours together. And he made a quick trip to Singapore. I went to Geneva. And now we set up a joint venture company with Arno's company in Geneva. In fact, Europe has been born. We are now selling in Europe. And all these 20 years, I've never looked at the West because it looked just so formidable. It didn't look as if it was possible for us to do it. But now we are working together, and this company should contribute maybe 40% of our sales in the next few years. And we've opened a brand new continent. This is an amazing opportunity for EOers to look at working together, because we are all driven people. We are all very passionate about our businesses, and there's a lot of complementarity between our businesses.
Speaking of exit strategies, EO Brisbane member Mike O'Hagan has an alternative to selling. A couple of years ago, Mike was getting tired of the hustle and bustle of daily business as usual at his company. And while many encouraged him to sell, Mike took a different approach. He formed a board of directors, appointing himself as chairman. The board then hired a CEO to run the business. When building a board with the intention to hire a CEO, Mike said the first thing that an entrepreneur needs to do is start to let go. New management can't be effective if the business owner remains intimately involved in day-to-day business. Mike said it's important to choose directors who specialize in areas important to your business, like finance, human resources, and marketing. Also, it's important to choose directors and management whose values align with those of the entrepreneur. Mike also recommends choosing independent directors who don't have an ulterior motive and won't pander to anyone. An induction process helps to orient the board members about the business and their duties. Mike now spends an hour a week on company business in addition to the monthly board meeting. So while the company continues to grow and provide him with income, he's free to pursue other challenges. In this tip of the week from the Singapore University, Robin Meredith, senior editor of Forbes magazine Asia, looks at the growth of outsourcing, but reminds us that our own companies may also be vulnerable.
Hi, I'm Robin Meredith, author of The Elephant and the Dragon and foreign correspondent for Forbes in Hong Kong. Here's your tip of the week. A lot of people talk about outsourcing these days, especially as companies struggle to cut costs and make it through a downturn. But you might want to remember that you can have opportunities to cut your own costs by outsourcing, or you might be the one vulnerable to outsourcing yourself. So take a look at your business and make sure that you're well positioned in this fast connected global economy. I'm Robin Meredith with Forbes in Hong Kong. That's your tip of the week.
That's another edition of EOtv. Thanks for joining us, and big thank you to Arvind for the invaluable tips he gave us this week on how to grow your business.
And if you don't know who Arvind is, he's the guy that takes all those pictures. They're great, and we actually used it for the opening graphics this cast. So thanks again.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
And remember, motivation gets you started. Habit, though, keeps you going.
We'll never run out.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.